So yeah, in this video I kind of just want to talk about the ownership experience of the 2023 Audi RS6. I've had it for about a year now, a little over a year, racked up 11,250 miles. I've been stage 1 plus since 300 miles and stage 2 with the bolt-ons for, well, since 1,000 miles. So far so good, never had issues. So as you can see, we're in 4-cylinder mode, getting 24 miles per gallon. Not bad for a V8 twin turbo, 24 miles per gallon. I guess I'll keep you guys updated as we go along this trip. Yeah, this is so weird that they're filling up for me, but we are in New Jersey and that's how they do it around here. Right, we're going across the Tappahannock Bridge, or Tappan Zee Bridge. Now it's called Michael Como Bridge. But yeah, it looks pretty badass. Look how freaking massive this thing is. I don't think you can capture it in person. Well, on camera, but in person it's crazy. This is why I love road trips, man. Check this out. I'm trying to drive and not look at my camera, so hopefully it's capturing it. And here's the WWE headquarters in Connecticut. Hello, Triple H and Undertaker. So after a 500-mile road trip one way, I still have to go back. The car still looks good because it's ceramic coated, and honestly it doesn't even look like I went that long on the long road trip. And another downside I would say with the RS6 is I feel that the gas tank is too small, considering that it doesn't get that great of a gas mileage. So Audi, hopefully the next one, if you are gonna make more V8 twin turbos, bigger gas tank, please. So yeah, my MPGs are a little bit lower today at 20.7 because I drove through downtown Boston, so lots of stop and go traffic. But now I'm on the highway, so I'm trying to get that back up. Earlier it was around 13 or so miles per gallon, so we're stuck in traffic. I guess I'll talk a little bit more about what makes this car so special to me. And probably one of the coolest things about the car is that it's very unique. My whole time here in Massachusetts, I did not see another RS6. Oh, and another question I often get is how loud is the roof box up top? I don't think it's too loud. I mean, the RS6 has pretty good sound insulation, so anything from outside, you don't really hear it, especially with the roof box. I mean, if you turn the radio off on comfort mode, you're probably gonna hear it. I know you're gonna hear it, but if you're driving on comfort with the music on, yeah, it's kind of, the noise is very negligible. Negligible. Dude, this is some Final Destination here. With all the ladders. Okay, let's see how loud it is, or quiet it is in here rather, with a roof box at 69 miles per hour, 70. Yeah, honestly, it's so quiet, it feels like you're in an airplane, and you know how it has that, like, airplane sound, I guess? That's kind of what it sounds like in here. It's really not that bad, so if you're used to flying, you're used to the sound. Alright, so some downsides of the RS6. I think one of the biggest ones are probably the seats, I would say, because these are the sport seats. However, it does not have the massage function that the RSQ8 has. The SQ7, I believe, has it too. My RS5 2019 for sure had the massage features, and it was a sport seat, so I don't know why they didn't include it in here. You could get it, but you have to get the old man seats, the ones that come in the A8. It just looks like normal seats. I would have gotten that, except it only comes in black, and I really wanted cognac. You could get the comfort seats in cognac if you wanted to, but you'd have to go through Audi exclusive, and that was gonna take another 6 to 12 months on top of the 1 year that I had already waited for to get this car. Overall though, after 12,000 miles, so far so good, man. I freaking love this car. I love taking it on road trips. I love driving it to work. I'm usually the type of person that keeps a car for maybe a year or two, and then I kind of get tired of it and I get something else. But with this, I just don't know what car I would replace this with. It's just too good. Yeah, there's no other car like it, in my opinion. And I know a lot of people have bought them, so you'll see some RS6s with like 2, 3, 4 owners in such a short amount of time. I don't know why they would sell it. I don't know. Maybe it's just not as exciting as they thought it would, which is kind of true. I mean, the suspension isn't really there for canyon carving. I have the air ride suspension, but honestly, for my driving skill, it's good enough. I'm not a race car driver, so obviously it's good enough for me. Yeah, really, it's more of a Autobahn kind of highway car, where it's got a high top speed, very comfortable ride, not really meant for canyon carving. If that's what you want to do with it, yeah, you can do it, but there's going to be other cars out there in the same price range that will probably allow you to have more fun. The cool thing with air suspension over the DRC, or I think it's called dynamic ride control, which is the traditional suspension setup, not air ride, is the cool thing about an air ride is you can connect a seat module to it, CETE, and you can essentially adjust the ride height whenever you want. Super cool. If you don't have air ride, well, you can't just adjust your suspension whenever you want. It might not handle as well, but man, is it so convenient. And here is the Philadelphia Eagles Stadium, Lincoln Financial Field. Man, this thing is massive. This is so sick. Look at this thing. Goodness gracious. And Wells Fargo Center. The 76ers. Oh, I wish I could catch a basketball game. So it's really dark out here, and I think my lasers are gonna turn on. Maybe. Man, this is why I love this car so much, because I feel like it's gonna be future-proof. You know, it's got so many cool features now that I think won't be outdated in 5 years. I feel like this car is still gonna look good. the interior is still gonna look good. The technology in the car isn't gonna feel outdated. That's just how I feel, because I'm not really into high-tech gizmos. I don't have the driver assistance package with this car, which is exactly what I wanted, because one, it looks really ugly with the two sensors in the front, in my opinion, and two, I will never use it. I had it on my RS5, on my Volvo, currently have it in the Toyota Sienna, and never used it. So I figured with this car, because I was able to option it out the way I wanted it to, I just didn't do it. So this is, to me, the perfect spec. And as far as maintenance costs, I would say this car is pretty expensive compared to something like my Toyota Sienna. And the gas mileage is just terrible. I think the most I've gotten is 24 miles per gallon, and that's actually trying to get a good gas mileage out of it. Otherwise, my average, I think, is 16. What else? Okay, the oil change, which I'm doing here with my friend Josh. I've done 3 oil changes since I've had the car. That's about $250 each time, so $750. I'm due for tires, so I'm gonna get that ordered. It's gonna be around $1,200, and the tires did not last that long. They're the OEM Continentals, about 12,000 miles, and I don't drive crazy, and they're almost on their way out. Put it through the ear gauge. We'll do a shadow puppet. Bro, these guys look exactly the same. See? Both thick, both handsome. Look at that shine.
Everywhere it comes, it looks like it's shining.
Racing oil. So yeah, that's about it. If you have any more questions about ownership, just put it in the comment down below and I'll answer it. And thank you for watching, subscribing, and all that good stuff. Thanks. Also, I have a new ending, so watch out for it.